touch. Ow!
Autobots, get ready. Iconic ion blaster. Stay and guard the base. SLOMASHN.
Hello everybody, it's your old pal SLOSMASHN with another fantastic tale of smashing and bashing. It's SLOMOtion! And in this tale, you got to touch. Ow! Yeah, the 80s like Transformer cartoon, but instead of that we got Optimus the Man. Why did he have to be killed in that movie? I don't know, but anyways, we got him right here. This is out like toy hunting. I found this dude and I could not say no. It was the last one.
Alright, here's a front look at this coolness right here. And he's just a really good representation of the first G1 series. I just like him, even over the other Optimuses right now. I'm kind of like an Optimus and Hulk fanatic. I'll just collect him if I already got him. Look at that cool artwork on the side right there now. It's just like awesome. Kind of reminds me of that movie I was talking about. And then the back size right here, look at that. He includes the Matrix. Like all my other Optimuses don't have the Matrix on there. He gets like a repair bay and everything. Transformed, looks just legit like the old school cartoon almost. And I mean, these cool accessories, you can't say no. Look at that cool Optimus shot right there.
Autobots, get ready.
So let's go ahead and smash him open.
I'm Optimus Prime, halfway out of the box.
And here we are outside of the box right here, and there's a lot of cool things in this package right there. I can see why it was like a hefty price tag when I went and got it, because it was above the normal price of your $20 action figure. Matter of fact, like $50 action figure. So let's try and quick here and get through his accessories right here. Of course, he's gonna have his iconic ion blaster right there. Look at that, folds up too. It just fits so nice in his hands. And one thing I'm gonna point out right there, look at his hands. This is such a cool bonus right here. I'm already loving this Optimus. His hands just hinge out and open. They're not fixed or anything. So he could just like snug it up and grip it all nice like that. Look at this, fits in there all perfectly. His hands open up right there, and you kind of slide this in between of his thumbs right there, and his like fingers just close over it. Look at that.
Iconic ion blaster to kill Decepticons.
But if for some reason you don't like this accessory and the coolness of his hand right there and opening, closing wasn't enough for you, you can just see this and fold it in half right there. It snaps in, and a little peg hole right in the back right there, so he could just put it right there, and like he's just like do Optimus robot pet dance. And you can't even really tell. It just holds on there. You don't have to put it in a Ziploc bag or anything.
Anything Optimus Prime.
Alright, ion blaster aside right here, we're going to move on to his repair drone right here. Look at the little, note the little peg hole right here, because this in fact not only attaches into this next accessory we're going to go on to, but it also attaches to the back where you could put his ion blaster at right there. Do it, yeah, there you go. For some reason, if you want like a drone right there, you could just like grab and hold like Decepticons where he's like ripping them apart or something, I don't know, or get repaired on the fly when he's taking damage. Oh, ion blast damaged.
Who the hell is this Autobot? He can stay and guard the base.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd put it on the back right there. I think I would just keep it in his little cargo attachment trailer thing. Anyway, moving on to his accessories, we're going to go on to something else before that trailer right there. This is the one thing that caught me right here, and it's kind of a pain to open, but you guessed it because you saw it right there. It's the Matrix of Leadership right there. There we go. We got it right here. Look at that. Matrix of Leadership. This is so awesome. None of my Optimuses have this, so I'm like really cool right there, because I got like the lower like Hasbro series. I think it was, yeah, Hasbro. I was gonna say like a different line to break. Oh no, but it is in fact Hasbro's, like a lot of my other Optimuses. If they don't have this right here is just a cool prop to have here, and it's like hollow in the back if you're in a photo shooting and stuff, because this is gonna be awesome. Not only that he can actually like hold it with those cool like hands that I'm impressed with, that I'm just so excited to have. So you can just like hold it right there. I'm Optimus Prime. I have the Matrix Leadership. I just butchered that word, but it's okay. Anyways, the fact that it just stows nicely where it should, like an Optimus, is like inside his chest, and it closed just like that. I wish it was easier to open, but it's not. It makes you work for it, but it is doable. Okay, the final cool accessory thing is his trailer, because again, my Optimuses that I currently have do not have this trailer. So this is another thing that I just saw. I was walking like toy hunting, I was just stoked I had to grab this, because at first I always thought it was just like an operating bay where he could get repaired when he's taking damage from like Megatron's crew and everything, right? But no, it snaps and closes up, and it's a trailer that hooks onto him when he's in his truck, semi-truck formation, and is pulling him, you know, he's just exploding off of it or dragging it along. Autobots roll out, you know. That's just so cool to have this now. This is just a cool accessory to have. And you can open it up like I already did, and it's like his repair bay, and he just sits in there, and then this little droney thing, where's the droney thing at? Right here. It just kind of like hooks on there somewhere. Okay, so a little drone thing right here. It just goes on these little peg holes right here, and you put it in, it goes in and out like that, and you could lay old Optimus down in there like that, or actually you could stand him up like I had on the picture right there, and he just gets like worked on right there, like because he gets all jacked up and everything, like, oh, just give him like a little Energon beverage right there. Anyways, you get the point right there. It's a little repair bay for him, and it's like a little peg hole right there. You could use him like I was doing, just to hold him up better if you want, if you didn't want to stand him up on his own 2 feet. Another hidden coolness about this trailer thing is it has a little shield that pops out right here, that little foot peg thing I was talking about. Yeah, it's also like a little handy shield right here that can like peg hole into Optimus. I don't really remember Optimus having like a shield though. I mean, I'm sure he did use one on occasion, just like formed one out of Energon or whatever, but it's there if you want to use it. I personally just, I wouldn't use it. I'd probably just leave it in here and use it as a peg hole like I was talking about earlier, just to hold them up, and it just goes back here nicely and lines up, snaps up into these little things right here that holds it in place. See, right there. And the other final thing that's, well, final, I guess second to last thing, if you count this thing, this is like some kind of like treasure map coder thing. You look at the box for, I don't really care about that thing. Anyways, let's go to instructions, because really I hate instructions, but when you got Transformers, they're just really hard to transform. So look at this big old map right here. I mean, I don't know, you're probably just stressing me out just looking at this thing, just to transform it. Thankfully, I'm one of those who just likes them in Optimus form, not really in a semi-truck form. I have other ones that I keep in a semi-truck form for this, but should you ever want to transform this guy for whatever forsaken point that you'd want to transform him into a truck just to look at him, I guess for pictures or whatever, this is how you would do it right here. You see all this tedious like task right here, is if we don't have other like things and days that consume time that we would need to do, but this will just take a lot longer just to do right here, just to waste and burn more time during quarantine, right? Anyways, it shows you, and that's there. I'm not going to transform right now because I'm talking about Optimus himself. When I say Optimus, we mean the robot form, because come on, otherwise you'd just be like a truck going down like Highway 16 or something. Hey, I'm Optimus. Hey, now you're a semi-truck. Go deliver those groceries. I'm Optimus Prime. Alright, so let's get into the details of this guy. Like right off the bat, this looks like G1, screams it all over. I love it. Look at that face right there. It's Optimus Prime antennas. The colors that they use, like the blues, kind of look like they got a little bit like some kind of metallic, maybe a little bit looking in person. It's just like shiny, a little bit glossy, but not too much. Awesome. The reds, like kind of like a little bit faded, dulled out, but it's right where it should be. The grays are cool. The blues, and then, man, everything just looks robotic on them. Like it's just a good representation of the old school Optimus, the original Optimus Prime right here. And just the fact that he has those hinges and those hands right there, I just really love that. It's a big bonus right there. I know some of the other Hasbro lines that I have, they just kind of like added their own to Optimus and made them just look a little bit different, but this one, it's just like kind of key to home right there. That's why I said I just grabbed it, because I love it. It just reminds me of just a good solid like representation of the original Optimus Prime right here. Alright, Optimus says, let's get into articulation. Optimus Prime, articulation. Alright, so let's start off with his head right here. It goes up and down, it goes left and right. It's pretty much all you could ask for a nice pointy head, robotic head right there. Let's go to his arms right here. They work pretty good. He's not so stiff like a robot. Optimus Dance. Anyways, his arms right there, they go forward and backwards, side to side, really good. He has a bicep swivel right there, and he has like a single joint at the elbow that works really good. You know, he just articulates great for a robot, you know, like a transformer. His wrist Let's do it with this one right here. Yeah, it swivels right there, and of course it has an awesome like hinge for the hands that I really dig in this figure lineup right there. Let's go to his torso right there. He doesn't have an ab crunch. I mean, he's like, kind of like a robot, but it would have been cool if he had like one right there. He doesn't. He has a swivel at the waist that works pretty good, but his wheels can get in the way right there. Go down to his legs. Look at that. Oh, big ol' Optimus kick foot right there. Like, yeah, that works really good forwards and backwards, side to side for Optimus Decepticon kicking ass. But then we go down to his knee right there. Look at that. Look at the articulation on this guy. He could kick himself in the butt. That's so good right there. And then we go down to his foot. And it has like that weird pivot thing for like transforming and stuff, but it also helps. See, look at that. Woo! He's getting down on his moves right there just because they can pivot. That pivot point right there, that weird like Autobot pivot point that he got on his foot. But that's about it for the leg articulation.
Autobot dance.
Bust out the tape and see how tall this Optimus is. He is about 6.5 inches, just about shy of 7. And here he is next to a Bumblebee movie Optimus. And here he is next to a Revotech Optimus, little itty bitty Optimus. And here they are stacked up together. Alright, looks like Optimus and his little droney right there raided my little RC supply right there. So you're gonna take your RC boxes and get out of the way, because what about this box right here? We don't want this box. This box is getting smashed. Alright, so let's wrap up the tale here with this Optimus. This is probably going to be like my favorite Optimus right here. Look at this, he already got like his armor like Outcast. RC to go, I'm going to drive my RC out even though I transform into a big grocery delivering truck. I mean, I don't think that I'm ever going to transform this guy because I just want him in robot form. I'm going to take one of my other Optimuses and transform that truck, and I think I'm just going to save myself the headache from all of this because transforming Autobots sucks. Even like Speedy, the quickness. Anyways, y'all let me know what you think about this dude down below in the stairs below in the comments. Until next tale, smash your bell, smash your thumb, subscribe if you haven't had to already, because we are Autobot Ion Blasting out.